Hey everybody, Jay Burrito here, welcome back. Continuing UEDAIP, it's a custom campaign for StarCraft Remastered. It's like the original campaigns, but way more interesting, more difficult, all around, more fun. Alright, we're heading into Norad 2. I guess originally in the game files this was labeled as New Year's Day. That's weird. Alright, so the UEDAIP description for this mission is that Duke is an AI player. The player needs to race against the AI to Duke. Staying longer is progressively more risky. Victory triggers slightly changed. First major introduction to brood mechanics. By design, an extremely short and volatile mission. Interesting. So it looks kind of the same. You start in the bottom right. We're going to go and rescue this base. Or maybe this is Duke? Because it's white, which is Alpha Squadron. I'm not so sure. And we'll see. So we should also keep an eye out and see what the Zerg do for the different factions of Zerg, because it sounds like, again, the whole idea of brood mechanics means that there are consistent behavior patterns, personalities to the different Zerg broods. Okay, let's go. Sounds like we're going to want to complete this as fast as possible. Though, realistically, I have no idea how much time I actually have. Okay, so let's head over there and let's see what disasters are on the way to it. Okay, that. Okay, we could probably kill that maybe with a spider mine. Why don't we just go ahead and sack a marine? They are cheaper after all. So let's take a marine and just... Because I don't think we have the firepower to kill an infested Terran. They are quite difficult to kill. And even if we did kill it, it would explode and die right on top of us anyway. So there's a sunken colony up there, so we have to decide what the best way past that is. So let's just go ahead and run by it. I figured there would be some enemies here. Let's just have Jim lure them into us. We lost our fire bat. That actually is not good. Here's the base. It's a weirdly placed command center, pretty far away from the resources. Let's go ahead and get started. Go ahead and attack up here. You know what? I think we can maybe inch this a little closer. I guess that's as good as it's going to get. Repair that, because that's always burning. And then throw these guys inside bunkers, and bunkers, fire bat, fire bat. As long as we get that out of the red, and let's just go ahead and make some SCVs. Honestly, I think the sooner we get gas, the better, because we do need to get a factory and siege tech up as soon as possible. It's just that mineral cost is fairly prohibitive. Let's get some mines out here. It's sort of unclear where the enemy will attack us from. Let's just start getting some Marines as well, because they're relatively cheap. Let's move this back a little bit. And in fact, we could probably move... We could probably move the barracks as well and use it to block, considering it has way more HP. Let's go ahead and start getting this saturated as well. We're going to have to watch for drops or whatever back there. Okay, help. Halt and repair. Halt and repair, sir. Okay, looks like something came down from this direction as well, so let's get a spider mine here. And maybe up here as well. Okay, that's there.
Your forces are
It was 350 for a... It was 350 for a factory, which is, again, very prohibitive. Let's go ahead and move these guys up here. Maybe we maybe get a wall of bunkers and supply depots through this area. So I'm not sure... So we got to the base without losing too much. We lost that first fire bat, which is, you know, it hurts. Again, any gas that we lose early on is going to be rough. You know, maybe if we can keep that those spider mines intact to use against the larger attacks, that would be preferable. Where are you all going? Nowhere. Okay. Here's what we're going to do. I think we're going to take the barracks and float it over here. Again, I'm trying to take advantage of these beefed up building HPs. Let's go ahead and get another thing here. Rainer can protect us. This is why we're going to put the barracks over here, too. Let's get this down here. That went perfectly. Oh, what? I did not tell them to do that, I don't think. I probably auto-attacked and hit them like that. 350. Let's go ahead and get a factory. Cram it in there wherever it'll fit. By the way, I haven't even looked at Duke. I see him up there. He's got a lot more stuff. It said the victory conditions were different. Bring at least 8 SCVs and 4 dropships to Norad 2 before, and Raynor before it's destroyed. So again, it's sort of like a race against time. I think let's focus on... let's just focus on getting siege tech, and then we'll go from there. And again, gas is going to be the long-term thing, so let's just go ahead and throw these guys on there. Let's go ahead and get +1 here. And just get a wall of bunkers and supply depots here, I think is prudent. And if we can get... Let's go and get a turret here. Again, we're blocking pretty well. I was going to say, if we can get siege mode up pretty quickly, then we'll be in great shape. Again, it's just... The extra HP also makes these buildings take longer to build. I want to make sure that we have enough minerals to get those tanks as soon as the structure is complete. Again, the idle SCV ordering is so good. Let's just keep saving. Let's say, let's go ahead and get some SCVs up here to repair. Jim Raynor, please.
Doing this, we better hurry. That ship won't last long against those Zerg.
Okay, that was a little spooky. Let's go ahead and rebuild here. You can stay in here to repair, I guess, forever. Machine shop immediately, please. And you know what? I'm going to go ahead and go straight to Starport so we can get some Wraiths to protect against Guardians, because I've heard tales of Guardians being... What? It seems like we're getting prompted when infested Terrans are coming in, so I'm going to save for that, whatever that's going to be. Okay, that's coming up. Come on down here. I guess come up here and repair. Let's get one more bunker here. Can we cram a depot in here first? Yeah, let's do that. Siege tech, more tanks.
Base is under attack.
Okay, seems acceptable. Again, we're okay right now. Let's get one more round of SCVs, and then we should be... I think we're good on SCVs. In fact, I think that right area is pretty much fully saturated. We're getting parasited. I think that's fine. Oh, dear. Okay, that could have been much worse, considering there were 4 of them, but we do have to get this set back up as soon as possible. So let's do exactly that. Tanks are coming up.
Not enough minerals.
I was going to say an armory would be really nice, too. Stop parasiting me, please. I would really appreciate that.
Research complete.
There's tank. There's a siege mode. Jim Raynor's doing fine. And let's start poking away. As early as possible here. Trying to remove surface area from these areas. Keep getting more tanks. And again, we can build a couple Wraiths as well. And U-238 shells. Let's check on Duke. How's he doing? I'm going to start cycling saves because, again, I don't know how fast I need to move. And I need a plan to get to him. Typically, we come up this way and take a base. I see a ramp there, so it very well might be connected. So we might want to lean into that. Let's go and get some turrets over here as well. Start getting a few Wraiths. Again, we don't need a lot. We just need enough to kill some Guardians. So maybe like 4 or 6. Okay, and then let's just start pumping out Marines as well. We're going to need a plethora of tanks. These guys are going to be here on auto repair. I think that's perfectly fine. We'll go ahead and grab an armory up here. Or down here. That's fine too. Another tank. 2 more tanks. These attacks are pretty gnarly and large, so we just need to... Again, if I have to rebuild bunkers, that's fine. I just... Every little bit that we can hang on to is for the best. Again, we're getting more tanks. We're going to be able to move out with those. Let's go ahead and grab another barracks as well. Could use maybe the barracks to block here, too, could be good. This is not full. I'm liking Firebats more and more. They seem a little more beefed up. Again, I think it's because, well, they've always had the +1 armor. I'm not sure if they're actually better or what, but they seem a little better. Let's go ahead and set this tank up here so that it can start pecking away at whatever's going on up there. Hop in there, hop in there. I'm spending my money as fast as I'm getting it, so the question, so it's the real question is going to be, again, if we are. I don't really like the potential location of any of these comstats, so I'm just going to not use them. Okay, that's being built. Get more Marines. Scourge, get out of here. At this rate, again, we're going to need a lot more tanks. So again, we're just gonna get a bunch of them set up here. My armory is done, so let's grab vehicle weapons. Let's keep making wraiths as well. We're down to basically no gas, but we're gonna need to take a group of tanks. We're gonna need to take a group of tanks here pretty soon and move them. Here, let's throw this down here, get this out of the way so we can navigate our defensive line a little bit better. Okay, tank is done. And we're just going to start churning out Marines to start pushing up there. Where's Jim, by the way? There he is. Okay. You're hotkeyed. Let's go to move over here and let's get Stim Pack. And then hotkey our barracks. And I'm going to start inching my tanks up in this direction. And let's cycle another save, because this might be really early and greedy. I'm not sure. I can't really tell up there, but Duke... It's hard to tell if Duke is doing good or not. Hang on. Land this over here so we can start making drop ships. Because honestly, we have the SCVs. We obviously have Jim Raynor. We, in theory, could start pushing for the win here. If we can get up to him. Ah, that's a bummer. Okay. Prepare here and here. Here and here. Rally these tanks up in this direction and just keep making Marines. Got our little tank line going on here and keep moving up. And then we need a control tower so we can start making the drop ships. But again, we need more gas to do that. We're not depleted on gas just yet, so we should be cognizant of such a thing. Stim. This is a very large attack, unfortunately, that's catching me from an angle that I was not really prepared for. This is a big shame, because there goes our entire attack wave. So I'm just going to load. Again, I consider that just unlucky. I've talked about this before, but when I feel like I'm spending my money decently, a lot of it, I think, comes down to simply having the army supply in the right place. So I think we just need to fall back and let that attack walk into us. We'll get some turrets over on this side, too. We have to wait for... I mean, that attack very well might come from another direction now. I don't know. But again, like I said, as long as I feel like I'm spending my money at a reasonable pace, it's important that we just... You know, reload sometimes. It's okay to do. So wherever that blue attack's coming from, we wait for that. So blue seems like they're coming in with like really, really large attacks. Brown is a little more... Brown and orange maybe are a little more consistent. I'm not really sure if that's the right way I'd consider these attack waves. Goliath, let's move you over here. Wow, I'm actually maxed out. Didn't expect that to happen here. Again, I'm waiting for that large blue attack. They seem like they're doing okay up there. They seem like they're doing just fine.
Additional supply depots required.
Where you at, Blue? I built wraiths for this.
Forces are under attack.
Alternatively, we could make the dropships and just make a run for it. I don't know. That's something we could do. There's the blue attack. Let's go ahead and stim it up. And on that note, we should grab the bio-regen aura. Okay, now, on that note, don't chase. Actually, here, kill this. Then, we rebuild. Get a couple Goliaths as well. No Charon boosters, as expected. There shouldn't be Charon boosters, because it's, you know. But you never know. What? They're attacking their own stuff. Whoa.
Complete forces are under attack.
What are you up to, buddies? What's going on here?
This is Jimmy. Orders, sir.
Okay, so let's start creeping up the right. Let's save again. Again, I'm just cycling the saves. Blue seems very erratic. They have very large attacks, but they do some weird stuff, which is interesting. Again, but also strange. I like it. Let's bring all this stuff. See, there is another geyser up here. It's gonna bring more SCVs. I guess let's go ahead and set this up. So now I'm floating money. Let's go ahead and start grabbing those dropships. We need 4 of them, so let's just go ahead and set them up here. There's a lot of like pre-placed Scourge, so that would probably stop us. It's got to be on the lookout for infested Terrans.
Additional supply depots require forces are under attack.
And yeah, well, infested Terrans. There we go.
Upgrade complete.
I'm trying to get these tanks up to the front here.
Your forces are under attack.
Ah, shoot. Okay, well, get in there. I'm gonna lose that tank, I think. It's fine. We can get some more tanks.
Insufficient SC gas.
Got another one here. Just keep pushing forward, and then resetting our. I see an infested command center down there. If maybe we could destroy that, that would be ideal. So I was told that the Guardians were like beefed up. I'm not sure what that means. Maybe they. I'm not sure. I think they just have more HP. Just keep moving forward. Jim is fine. Wow, okay, these guys made it pretty far forward. Let's go ahead and back up here. Keep repairing. Again, the auto repair is nice. That's 2. And then 3, 4 coming up. Just keep spamming out those Marines. They're cheap. We got plenty of money. Honestly, it's just the supply. I think let's go ahead and move forward. There are these infested bunkers. I'm not sure what those are all about. Let's save again. How is the home front doing? As I look back, there's just like Ultralisks bearing down at us. More infested Terrans. That's fine. At a certain point, I feel like there's only so much you can do about those. They exist to sort of to stop you from. Oh, I see. I see. You know, we're basically there. Just keep marining. One more shot there. There we go. Okay. Jim is up here. I'm gonna grab a slew of SCVs. Put him in a dropship. We need 8 SCVs and 4 dropships, and Jim, which we have. So let's go. We've made it up the top of the map. We just have to get to the beacon. It's a fun and frantic mission, and it seems like those really big blue attacks can really roast you. Again, I was out of position, or not really out of position per se. The blue attack hit me from an unexpected angle and killed my army. Oh, Jim's almost dead. In theory, I could have, restarted. Not restarted. I could have not reloaded, I should say, and I could have rebuilt that whole army. But I recognize, you know, reloading was the better choice at the time. That's fine. That's just what we do sometimes. Let's get there.
You're about the last folks I expected to show up. What's your angle here, Minsk?
Our angle? I'll give you an angle, you slimy Confederate piece of
Jim, enough. I'll handle this. The Confederacy has fallen apart, Duke. Its colonies are in open revolt. The Zerg are rampaging unchecked. What would have happened here today if we hadn't shown up?
Your point?
I'm giving you a choice. You can return to the Confederacy and lose, or you can join us and help save our entire race from being overrun by the Zerg. I don't think it's a difficult decision.
Join forces with you? I'm a general, for God's sake.
A general without an army. I'm offering you a position in my cabinet.
So I don't know why I'm being quiet for this, because again, we've already seen all this kind of stuff before. So talking more about the mission, in terms of the brood tactics, blue seems just like insane. They send really large and erratically placed attacks, like they went around my base defenses that one time. Again, that might just be basic randomness of the game, I'm not so sure. But then they were killing their own stuff, so it's like anytime we see blue, expect like really large, fairly infrequent, but large attacks that are they're just like crazy and wild and out of control. Brown and orange both seem a little more consistent. Like brown attacked us with like fairly standard attacks. The blue attacks were larger than standard is how I would describe those. But this was a good mission. Again, the idea that it's sort of a volatile mission, I think, is how it was described in the UEDAIP Discord description of it. I think I don't know exactly how long I could have waited before Duke gets wiped out, but we were fairly quick. I didn't know how much resistance there would be going up that left side of the map, but I saw the ramp, I figured that was the opening to take, and I took it. There were enough Scourge around the map that I don't think we could have necessarily just loaded up a bunch of dropships and gone. You could also just load up like 20 to 30 SCVs into random dropships, and then in Jim also, and make a run for it, and just pray that the one that has Jim in it doesn't get destroyed. And then if you get even one SCV there, in theory you made enough dropships to be decoys. You get your dropships, Rainer, and enough SCVs there that you could build a command center and then build the SCVs to put on the beacon. Might be even faster. I think also it's for me in this, the way I noticed this was it was less a race about getting to Duke before Duke was killed, and more about getting to Duke before I was killed. At least that's kind of the way I saw it. A lot of infested Terrans here, like, I was going to say they keep you on your toes. Not really. It's more that they give the AI some more parity with the player to ensure you can't ball out of control with the Marine spam. Because infantry spam, I should say, really seems good in the sense that you can make Marines really quick. They're cheap. Firebats seem better, though I'm still not entirely clear why. They just, like, seeing them in combat, they just strike me as better. Like, they survive a little bit longer, but I'm not sure why. Do they have more HP? Like, is 55 normal? In any case, you mix in a few Firebats with that Marine spam, and imagine, once we get Ghosts as well, if you remember from Jacob's installation, Ghosts seem great. So, like, a Ghost, Firebat, Marine combo is going to be awesome. I'm really excited to continue. This was a fun map. I read a lot about this one on the UEDAIP Discord. It seemed like it took a lot of testing and time to bring it together and make it work the way that it currently does. And I think it was meant to just make you push for that objective as fast as possible. So I took that to heart, and I went for it. All right, thanks everyone for watching. I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.